MSNBC has joined the 92nd Street Y on a special project called 7 Days of Genius, examining the concept of genius and those who have changed our world. As part of the series, Willie sat down with comic great Jim Gaffigan to find out how he was inspired to go into comedy.
When did the love affair with food begin?
Gosh, I think it goes back to, I've always had a strange attachment to food. My sister Pam, for my birthday when I was 8 or 10, gave me a package of hot dogs. And it was...
For your birthday?
Yes, for my birthday. And it was one of the best gifts I got that year. And it's not as if my mom didn't buy hot dogs. My sister Pam knew that's what I would want.
Was it, she went to the store for the express purpose of giving it to you as a gift?
Yeah, she gave me a package of hot dogs, a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper, just so you know I am white trash, and a hot air popcorn popper, which was, like the iPhone of that era.
So this will make you very uncomfortable, but there are people who call you a comedic genius. And we hear that term applied to different people who are funny. What does genius in the context of comedy mean to you? And you don't have to talk about yourself as well, although your business card does say.
It does say comedic genius.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm not worried of that because I don't consider myself that.
I reference McDonald's a lot because I go to McDonald's. I love the silence that follows that statement. Like I just admitted to support dog fighting or something. How could you? McDonald's.
It's a very strange thing with stand-up comedy is you do comedy and people are like, you made, you provided so much laughter. And the strange thing is like comedians, we get way more out of it. So like I'll do a benefit show and they're like, thank you so much for doing this benefit for this school. And you're like, you know, I was going to do a show anyway. You know, it's a very strange thing.
You have to work hard, but don't you think Robin Williams is a great example?
Yeah.
Great comics are born with something different than the rest of us have, whether it's sense of humor or drive or perspective on the world that maybe could be classified as genius.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that there's very funny people. Every high school in America right now, there is a really funny person. And there's a really funny, quiet person that only a couple friends think is funny. And I think I consider the comedic genius of someone like Richard Pryor to be a function of him navigating to get to the position of Richard Pryor. I mean, there's the timeless quality of, I think Richard Pryor was born funny, but I think that there's also a genius in navigating that process, particularly in the 70s and 60s, in this, a racially tense country. Richard Pryor is transforming how we speak about things. It wasn't just shock, it was very much insightful. Because there is something about genius where it feels, it's very subjective, right? But, and hyperbolic, right? I mean, Martin Luther King was a genius. Albert Einstein, like if you say genius, you think Albert Einstein, the guy who invented those pretzel nubs that have the peanut butter in there, right? I mean, that was a genius at work.
Think about somebody like Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
How do you maintain that drive you're talking about, that restlessness, that genius, when you've made the show of an era?
Right.
And you've made almost $1 billion, and you've got an airport hangar full of antique cars.
Right.
How do you keep going after that?
I don't know. Those are just a list of reasons to not like him, right? But I think that I think Seinfeld's a genius. I think Chris Rock's a genius. I think Eddie Murphy's a genius. Jerry Seinfeld knows what he wants to do. Jon Stewart knows what he wants to do. Their absence of self-doubt is attractive. There is something about Chris Rock and Jerry Seinfeld and Richard Pryor and George Carlin where you get 80% of the population. We've become a very segmented culture. You know, I don't want to sound like Obama, you know, like I'm purple America, but I do come from a red state. And, you know, my comedy appeals to both sides of the culture war. Anyway, I'm saying I'm a great guy.
Yeah, you were going to say, you bridge the divide. Like
I
no
bridge
one else.
the divide.
You do. I've enjoyed talking to you in front of these apples.
Yeah, these
Jim
are good
Gaffigan.
apples. I get these apples?
No. These are prop apples.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, buddy.
That does it for us right here on Morning Joe. That was great, Willie. Thank you so much. And thank you, Joe, for
Thank
joining
you,
the Women's
Mika.
Roundtable. You were
It's
fantastic.
been fantastic.